it is. Sir. Make sure that the audio is decent, nigga. The lighting ain't too bad. But honestly, I don't care about the lighting, low key. But yeah, actually, I do actually. And the HunterxHunter concept, I was thinking we could make like capitalism, quote unquote, like it doesn't have to be capitalism. It could be like green capitalism, you know what I'm saying? We can make this shit fun, nigga. Like it's getting to the point. Where? Fuck, forget my talking points. Yeah, so that's just where I'm at. You know, that's where I'm at with this world. I think, I don't know. I think a lot, you know, us Gen Zs, we could definitely combine creativity and anime and splice it together and turn that into like creative capitalism. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. And it's not this black hole monopolistic demon that's like, hey, like you have to do this and you gotta do that. No, nigga, I wanna go outside, smoke a blunt, nigga. Superpowers or not, do a mile, nigga, play some ball, hit the gym, go and golf, nigga, go interact with some folks. You know, it basically imagine Maze Runner without the weird shit, HunterxHunter, green capitalism, and just splice them all together. Feel me? Some shit like that. Dude, that'd be so crazy. That'd be crazy. That's what the world should be like. That's what it should be. Come on now. That's just more fun. Then you don't have nothing. You basically go out and endlessly do a bunch of abundant shit, a bunch of like creative shit, nigga. Like, you feel me? It's good too, because it kind of gives your soul a purpose, and it gives you a purpose, and you don't, like, I don't know, I feel like so many people across the world are like, no disrespect to nobody, everyone is like all depressed and sad and fat, chubby, and this and that. Yeah, because this capitalistic system is like, you know, forcing them into this tiny ass hole, that's this micro hole that they can't even fit in. You know, and then you have all the muck and the grease and all that extra shit just left behind, you know what I'm saying? You know, again, HunterxHunter concept, feel me? All that. It's good too, because it kind of gives your soul a purpose. This grandpops gave me this ciggy on the way to the park, or on the way to this big ass golf field. This ciggy hit, nigga, and it's light. It's super light. What the fuck? It's way better than the others. Chubby and this and that. Yeah, because this capitalistic system is like, you know, forcing them into this tiny ass hole, that's this micro hole that they can't even fit in. You know, and then you have all the muck and the grease and all that extra shit just left behind, you know what I'm saying? So I was thinking, like, in the HunterxHunter concept, I just feel like, I don't know, I think jobs like shouldn't really exist, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think we could turn jobs into like, quote unquote, a personal creative, like, personal goal. Like, you go out into the world and you create capital with your own creative, like, endeavor, you know what I'm saying? And then you just turn that into like a quote unquote a job, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, like, these monopolistic systems don't really work in terms of being a quote unquote a job. Like, you're not really, like, I don't know, I think a job is not really like serving any good for capital. Like, we're generating endless monopoly money that doesn't really serve like any purpose, you know what I'm saying? So when I was watching HunterxHunter in a specific episode where he talked about, you know, humanity just like being bored, like, we have like endless amount of resources and we just generate all of this quote unquote debt or whatever you want to call it. And I don't know, like, it's a waste of space. Like, it's not really serving anything for nobody, nigga. And it's just, we feed these monopolistic systems to just sit in society, and they just anchor in society, and then that's it. You know what I'm saying? And I get it, you know, we're serving, like, you know, when it comes to food and basic stuff and basic needs and necessities and just like, you know, quote unquote, you know, whatever infrastructure is, housing, whatever, like, that's fine, I get that. But at least for me, like, in my creative view, in my creative perspective, the Hunter x Hunter concept is, you wake up in a world where you quote unquote create a creative, like, you know what I'm saying, a creative, like, field slash, like, I don't know, like, it's just like you turn your dream into a job, but it's not necessarily a job per se. Like, which is why I don't think jobs should technically exist. Your job, you know what I'm saying, in a weird way, but you make it fun. You know what I'm saying? It's fun, and it's not necessarily like tied onto you like an anchor, like holding you. Like, you have quote unquote freedom to do what you want in the world, right? And that's why I titled this the Hunter x Hunter concept, because in this specific episode where they went into this, like, this giant, like, fucking big ass open land, and it was just like a bunch of superpowered beings or whatnot, and they were in this tournament and shit, and, you know, they were like battling each other or whatnot. Like, they were not necessarily battling each other, but they were just like, I don't know, like, it was like a creative competition, like a creative competition with your dream that's not necessarily a quote unquote a job. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, I feel like that's fun, like on some Maze Runner type vibes, you feel me? But without like niggas trying to come after you, kill you, murder you, monsters coming after you and shit like that. Like, I don't know, like, I just think, I feel like that's more fun, you feel me? It's more fun, it's more like interactive, and you could quote unquote earn some type of like credit, points, whatever you want to call it, and that could be like a money, quote unquote, a money system, you know, fuck it, if you're gonna call it that. With said creative points, money system, whatever, then you go out with that into the world and you create some shit with it. But it's not necessarily like monopolistic paper money that, like, you know what I'm saying, like, there's no quote unquote debt, shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're going into the world, you're doing shit for fun, and you just check it off your box list. You interact with other people in this giant open land and shit like that, and you're just doing shit for fun, nigga, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, once you finish said competition, you have your own open land, you know what I'm saying, and you just like go out and do some more shit, you know what I'm saying? If we're boiling it down, that is why I think jobs are not realistic per se, you know what I'm saying? Like when I go wake up and go work at Burger King or Wendy's or some shit, like, I don't know, I feel like your creative dream shouldn't be like clamping you into this box and like there's no way out, you know what I'm saying? It should instead be like this open land, this open creative bubble where you enter it, other folks, or you by yourself or whatever, and you know what I'm saying, whatever you do is, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know, like, I feel like capitalism has injected this cyanide into this world where, like, it blocks people from, like, quote unquote creating their, like, fun, I guess, if you want to say it like that, you know what I'm saying? That's another way of putting it. But yeah, I'm just piecing this shit together. Like, I don't know, I feel like that'd be dope. I feel like I might stretch this into like different segments too, because I really want to like get super duper in depth on this, and I'm definitely gonna have a I guess you could say, like, even this background, like, here would be like a good example. You know what I'm saying? This is like I'm actually at like a golf fucking, I'm at a golf, you know, like park / open land. Like people come here to like vent / like play golf or just, you know, sit in the park or whatever the case. What I'm trying to say is like the entire world should be like a giant golf park land / you know what I'm saying, / open land where there's infinite resources. You pick what you want, and you basically generate your own like quote unquote capital, if you want to put it like that. But it doesn't have to necessarily be you're generating something that's gonna like, but also that said something that you're generating is like being used to hold you back, you know what I'm saying, in a weird way, you know, anti-monopolistic, if you want to put it like that. Because then it doesn't feel like you're on like a ticking time bomb, like, you know, if you don't get to this specific segment in life, you know, that ticking time bomb starts, you know what I'm saying, it starts, you feel me, and then boom. There's no way in hell people are living on a giant open land with infinite shit to create, and like people are homeless and shit like that. Folks can't get their basic needs. People are starving. I don't know. I feel like all of that shit just seems so nonsensical to me and just so like foolish. Like that shit shouldn't even be a thing. You know what I'm saying? And I know why that is, because monopolistic entities, you know, quote unquote not existing, you know what I'm saying, but you know, also part of the HunterxHunter concept. I was like, damn, like I wish that, and that should be the world, nigga. Like, you feel me? That I think it was like episode like, okay, I really forgot the episode, but it's in between some shit. To the hundreds interacting with each other, not necessarily trying to like murder each other, which also like, I think wars are also foolishness. Like imagine like you're getting paid to like basically go murder someone around the other planet just for funsies, but you get paid for that. Foolishness. That shit shouldn't exist. It's damn near foolishness to me that in a world where you take your gun, you go murder someone all the way down the other side of the planet for a check. Crazy. Just crazy. So that's another error. Feel me? I don't know. Like I'm flushing it out. It shouldn't exist at all. Feel me? Like wars don't serve any purpose to the world, right? Monopolistic systems don't serve a purpose to the world. Capitalistic entities are not serving any purpose to the world. Jobs are this giant ball of anchor that's sinking you to the bottom of the ocean, not serving any purpose to the world. Working at Burger King for like scraps of pennies, not serving any purpose to the world. None of these things should ever exist in anyone's reality, you know what I'm saying, in any world, nigga. And it's just so weird. It's so weird to think that there are some quote unquote entities trying to prevent that from being a thing. But that you know, it shouldn't be a thing. Crazy work. Let's add that in there. You know what I'm saying? You know, so in the HunterxHunter concept, it's a giant open world where there's friendly competition between literally anyone, anything, with giant open resources, and it's a giant competition of like fun, creative shit versus other creative people doing their own creative shit, and you interact with them, and you know what I'm saying, you collect some type of like mental note to like some shit you could check off your list. And I don't know, I feel like that's just more fun, you know what I'm saying? Like I would do that, nigga. This bitch might be like, I might stretch this to an extra like 15 minutes, not gonna lie. Man. So far I got like 4 or 5
I mean, this just rolled up. 13 birds and 3 rabbits. Fighting for peace and never doubt it. Freakishly about it. Everything is baked, packaged, shot. Thank you for the peace of mind as I smoke the cig. Hope the shit tastes like cotton candy. On the altar, man, fuck on my weed. I'm planting my seed. Even if I'm twitching, glitch board cake, I'm dope as fuck. Vaseline, shredded caked up, alien as fuck, super Vaseline. Everything is baked caked in my dreams. Shit tastes like cotton candy. Effortlessly aerobendy yellow spray paint.
You know what I'm saying? So as for me, like, you know, when it comes to like music, like GBR, Glitchmore Records, if you want to put that, like that's definitely something I would like to do in the HunterxHunter concept. Like I'd like to like turn my music adventures into like an actual adventure. Like I go out into a specific music land, if you want to call it that, and I'm interacting with other Gen Zs, other like folks who are doing said specific field. And we have these creative competitions. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, bro. Like this, all of this weird capitalistic shit on the global scale, it's just getting weird, man. It's getting weird. It's getting super duper outdated. It's truly like, it truly is the most laziest thing as a creative species that we can, and we know that. Like, you know, like us creative, like I don't know. I feel like us humans, we're so creative and so brilliant, and it's just like the most shit that we could do is capitalist, like printing endless monopoly money for like, you know, to go stand in some random ass building to pay said toll. Like, come on, dude. Like it's just, you know, it's 1 trillion years old. Like we can do better, and it's funny because as a society, I feel like deep down subconsciously we know we can do better than that. We know we can, but it's just like, you know, trying to speak out. You know, we're speaking out, and this monopolistic entity is breathing over my shoulders. You gotta push that shit back and just speak out. Hasn't got me nowhere. But, you know, just niggas looking at me funny. So
do for the things I do for never believes my honeybee Jen says, can you feel the
and what's even more weird is that this quote unquote debt system in place in this reality, in this world where that you're, you know what I'm saying, it's funny, you know, sometimes I think about this, like there's other people in other like sides of the world in debt and shit, and I'm just like, damn, that's just actually, we've created problems out of like nothingness.
You know,
extreme like anti-capitalistic monopolistic world.
Okay, born lines turn me to doves. You store down in the slums. Pick a fence, you jump. I'm still Haitian tomorrow. Things to do for the love. Things to do for the love. Wouldn't understand. Shit's already fun. The ball ended centuries ago. Shit's still playing sorrowful. Shit's already fun. The ball ended centuries ago. The shit's still playing sorrowful. Shit's already fun. Centuries ago. Shit's still playing sorrowful. Shit's already fun, the ball ended centuries ago, still playing sorrowful. So for now we don't bother him. So for now we don't bother him. Fuck friends up. I'm allergic to blue, I'm down syndrome as fuck. All black skin drippy as fuck. Fuck, yeah, I'm ancient as fuck. Still true.
Say,
I be chewing what's up. See what happens when he turns up, nigga. Then moving, now I'm moving. Shit. Did what he did, I'm still moving. Get off the dick, you still groove. You talking, taking the damage, still let me take a good little bite.
You know, hopefully someone would agree with that. You know? So fuck it. I'm gonna get this out there. I'm saying. Oh yeah! Cut that. All that. Even quote unquote in the entertainment industry, especially when it comes to the side of music, which is is where I come in, we created problems. Like, for example, these record labels, like, I don't know, it's just like, how do we create creative endeavors and creative realities without making these, you know, these quote unquote systems that just want to like breathe on your back, like, you know, telling you like, hey, you can't aim for this, you know, you can't go too bright or aim for the stars or go over a little, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, trying to like press you down into a box. Again, not serving any purpose. It's just, it's there just because it's there to just be there, which doesn't make sense to me. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy. But, you know, I'd imagine, especially in these times, I feel like a lot of people are definitely waking up across the world, you know, realizing that, like, hey, maybe like capitalism heading into AI is definitely not the best, like, side by side, you know, thing to, like, you know, put, like, capitalism, AI should never be next to each other. Like, those two things should be permanently separated. That's just how I feel.
No way.
Wish I had a leader on us. Some took it, parchment better. Is he cooler than me? That fast player usually I see it through.
Why not just leave the trees there, nigga? You know what I'm saying? And also, when I was thinking, again, back to the HunterxHunter concept, I think we could somewhat create a new version of like green capitalism, if you want to say. You know, we're slowly getting out of this shit. We could combine half nature, half infrastructure, which again really goes with the concept here. I think would be somewhat creative, where you enter into this world and you're giving yourself a goal, if you want to say, a weird capitalistic goal, but it doesn't feel like it's finite and just like always trying to like kick you and push you back, you know what I'm saying, and you still get to interact with put your pants on a specific way. That's, you know, it's you know, capitalism should only be a reminder in the world, not this giant unrealistic entity that's telling you how to think, how to breathe, how to move, how to act, how to think, how to create. You feel me? It's just weird. It's weird. And I think especially us Gen Zs, come on now, we have the power to break these things, to break these unrealistic molding, you know, these boulders being this giant, instead of a tiny pebble, like, you know, hey, you have to do this. It's this giant boulder the size of a planet coming at you like, whoa, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, connecting with the, you know, with the HunterxHunter concept. It's this free this animistic world, if you want to say. And this is, you know, this free creative anime world that's connective, inclusive, and creative, and available to everyone and everything. And capitalistic, monopolistic systems are shrink into a micro pebble, and it's only just sitting right here just to give you a tiny reminder. And that's it. It's not like dictating your whole entire life, you know, if that makes sense, like something like that, you know what I'm saying?
Gotta keep a wall of face. How many times you gonna fuck a mind? 2 for 6.